Yo,
Hey.
cheers, cheers,
Cheers.
y'all, to session, oh my god, what is this, 19? Session 19, I
Mm-hmm.
believe, of Zholmyr Unlimited. Thanks for joining us. Oh,
Unlimited.
shit. Listen, I'm sorry.
DM,
That's
bruh.
the generic version. But, we're happy to be here regardless. So thanks for joining us. Also, we are very, very happy to have our good pal Kate / Elaine back with us. Thanks for being here. And a big, big, big Homebrew Advantage congratulations to Kate and her new husband, Matthew. Yay!
Yay.
My first husband.
Yeah.
My wife.
But very, very happy for you both. And happy to have you back and get this story rolling. So,
Hope
shall
the
we...
side quest didn't derail everybody too much. So.
No, we're good. We're
Awesome.
good. But shall we talk a little bit about what happened last session?
Please.
Alrighty.
I'm lost.
So, the party was recently coming off of its big rescue effort at the Dawnbrook Research Facility to save Jasper's wife, Hazel, as well as a bunch of other Ilbrian elves who were being held captive there. They successfully did so, and were on their way back to rendezvous with the one and only Captain Silas, back on the Titanic River, to continue their route to Verkhova. They decided to camp for the night, and as they did so, they had quite an interesting experience. Once the sun went down, Davina, who was keeping watch, began to notice a figure rapidly approaching from above, off in the distance, accompanied by some sort of a rhythmic thump, thump, thump. Valterra activated his ability to head up into the air to check out exactly what was going on, and in doing so, was quickly overtaken by some sort of a large winged creature that sent him tumbling through the air, as well as knocked up a lot of the stuff down in the base camp below, including Jasper's tent that he was sharing.
I was
with Hazel.
naked.
Whoops.
Yes. As the wind died back down and the debris began to settle, Davina and Violet panickingly noticed that Elaine was nowhere to be found. They noticed footsteps leading away from the camp, but were not able to follow them far, unfortunately, due to the high winds from whatever that was.
Because my
rustling up the
perception
ground.
check failed.
Because Jess rolled poorly.
Yes.
After stressful deliberations, they decided to put some trust in their old friend that she would return to them. And as they woke up the next morning, Elaine was in fact there. But seemingly with no memory of the encounter that happened the night before, or ever leaving camp. And in that moment, Davina decided to not press the matter and let Elaine and her explanation lie. But the group was able to then rendezvous with Captain Silas aboard his vessel and continue to sail down the Titanic River. Unfortunately, as they were approaching the Nimbus Bridge, which is the great crossing of the hover rail and of the road leading up to the great city of Galebreak, they noticed that the bridge had been brought down and the river blocked, which forced them ashore, where they saw a vast number of people gathered in a rickety makeshift tent city. And upon speaking with Gold Cloak Viren, who was the resident Gold Cloak of the city of Galebreak, which is also Violet's ancestral city, They learned that the city had undergone or experienced a great catastrophe just a few nights prior, with Viren describing it as the sky falling. The city sustained severe damage, and a large chunk of the city's population was streaming out of the city using the hover rail network to try and flee to Verkhova to find somewhere to stay, travel that long distance before they were faced with this bridge debacle. The group tried to make quick work of their time there until Velterra stumbled upon a young air ganassi being mistreated by the soldiers at the camp. The ganassi brought him, Violet, and Davina over to his family, where his mother was suffering from an injury from the attack, and Davina was able to restore her out of the goodness of her own heart. And out of gratitude, this air ganassi, Zephyr, took Vel aside, shared with him a family artifact that he believed Vel would put to good use, and also shared with him that he had been hearing rumblings, of some sort of a resistance forming against the Delesian Empire and its very aggressive expansionism and mistreatment of certain groups, including the Ganassi. He mentioned that that was a secondary reason for him taking his family out of Galebreak and bringing them to a more hostile place like Verkhova, because he's trying to find this resistance and offer his services. And he mentioned that all he knew was to follow the Cardinal's trail in the city. And so with that, the party decided to make their way to Verkhova post haste. They sent the rest of the refugees out on their way east to make the long trek back to Tilo Asari, and they were able to persuade some folks on the hover rail on the other side of the river to shepherd them down to Verkhova. And so we left them at the end of last session, climbing into their car as it began to pick up speed, trekking towards the city. And so that is where we return to them once again. You all sit amongst the different scattered benches and tables in this hover rail car, meant to hold a fairly robust number of people, but right now seems to be more of a private ride for your group. You can hear the steady hum, the like of the trucks-driven magic that guides the rail forward along the tracks. As you continue to speed along, you notice that the scenery around you very, very slowly begins to change from the wilds around the river to you start to see little traces of farmland, buildings, houses, habitations, that sort of thing slowly start to pop up as you move into a more rural but populated part of the empire. And you're just about a couple hours away now, maybe even a little bit less, from getting into the city.
Oh boy! All right, this is your show, ladies.
I know. Does anyone have anything on their agenda other than, I think, me and Sal?
The one question I had was, I know you're very touchy about your things, Sal, but could I borrow the ring so that I don't have to be an elf in a city full of people who want to enslave me?
So here's the thing.
So,
No. Well, okay, Jasper, let's talk about it. You see, I also don't want to be found in Verkhova.
Oh, okay.
There's a reason why I bought this ring.
I'm not exactly shocked, but it was worth an ask.
But I guess what's more dangerous, my family finding out that I'm back in town, or the circle finding out that their treasured asset is alive and in the city?
Yeah, you know,
Tough call.
it's your thing though. I can't force you to give me the ring. So,
I look at Devin and Elaine. I'm like, she give him the ring. Huh?
Probably.
She give him the ring.
Yeah.
It's your call.
Dev.
I mean, we're gonna be in a lot less trouble if you get spotted in the city than him. I'd rather not have another incident like on the river. If we
I
can
also
avoid it.
think that in general, it seems like most of us, except for maybe you, Davina, are trying to keep a relatively low profile here in the city. So, Violet, I think even without whatever you've got going on with the ring, we're going to be trying to keep to the shadows as much as possible.
Okay. Well, all right. I take the ring out of my pocket. Jasper, I'm going to hand it to you and be like, you owe me a drink.
okay.
Also, are you going to turn yourself into that shadow daddy again?
Yep. And I put it on, and I'm back to being Shadow Daddy.
Oh no.
I don't hate it.
I thought we were keeping a low profile, Jasper.
I mean, I'm hot. I'm not like, you know, I'm not that hot. You know, like people might do a double take, but like they're not gonna be like,
Don't be
he's
modest.
unrealistically hot. I take it off and I put it back on, and you notice that my face is just slightly less symmetrical. So I'm like less hot.
You're rugged.
That's it.
All right.
Theo hates me.
I've discovered I am very bad at keeping a DM poker face. Working on
A
it.
little bit.
What do you mean?
You just sat there and like denied him the ring, and I literally went,
Shook.
What happened?
I should not be doing that.
What happened?
But yeah, all right. The low profile sounds great. Wow. What do we want to do when we get there?
DM,
Yes.
am I... So, I mean, I have some experience in the city, right? Although, more recently, I've been trying to avoid it. But I had contacts there for a while. Would I know, like, are we probably coming into the Kirami station in the east?
Yes.
Because we're
So,
coming from the east?
yes. So Kirami Station is basically, yeah, it's the main hover rail station that most rails lead into. It's the
Okay.
big hub.
And then, as far as contacts in the city, I was, looking over the map, right? I would imagine most of them would probably exist within, like, the Imperial Geographic Society. Is that...
For your contacts?
Yeah.
I would
Is that
imagine
kind
so,
of who
yeah.
I would work with more than likely.
It's the folks who you would be most... What's the word? Like, willing and able... Like, it's the folks you would probably see eye to eye with most, even if it's... You don't, like, they're... You and them both have this appreciation for the wilds, but for different reasons.
Yeah. Friend is a
And you
long way
still-
off, but...
Yes, and you still don't love them, but they are the ones who at least can, like, have a respect for the wilds in the way that many other people in the city cannot. Correct.
Okay. That was kind of my thought as well, so I was just checking with you.
Also, can we take a minute for how beautiful this map is?
Oh my god, it's
I
fantastic.
know.
Insane.
I also
Holy
hold on. I need to
shit!
take.
Are you
I
gonna
need to
put
take
it
a
in-
minute.
Can you put it into?
Huh?
Did you make this whole thing?
Absolutely not. So that's what I'm saying. I want to take
Oh.
a minute and actually give a shout out to the person who I used like most of their map started with, and then I went and added some pieces in.
Gotcha.
This was created by Rootschliff's Maps on Incarnate, is who I
So
borrowed it
sick.
from. It was originally a city called Sky in their maps, and then I took it and recreated it for Verkhova. So I
legit.
want to give a big shout out because I absolutely did not make this map.
Well,
It
it's
is a
beautiful.
stunning piece of art.
It's so
and
good.
just on
Yeah.
its own already offered so much of what I had considered Verkhova to be, so it was easy just to adapt.
Oh.
Theo, throw it up in roll 20 so I can show the stream.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me
Yes.
do just that.
And
Yes.
then while you do that, is it safe to assume that most of the places Davina wants to go, which is the council and her father's, are also on Hollow Sight Hill?
Yes. So let's do just a little quick geography lesson, a little bit of tour of
We
Verkhova.
love.
That of course your characters would know, and I'm opening the wrong game. Hold on, I do this all the time in Roll20.
Are you in Sister Doom or which game? Which world are
I'm
you
in
in?
Homebrew Advantage, but it's not Homebrew Advantage. It's Zholmyr.
That was Homebrew Advantage was our second campaign.
Right.
Yeah.
Please hold ever so slightly. What the fuck? All right, give me a sec.
What? What?
I've been out in the sun all day. My brain is the
Is it mushed?
the UV rays are making mushy brain.
Cooked.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah. Where does Sal want to go?
Oh, actually,
Right.
I should I'm gonna take the ring off and put it back on. I am gonna make myself look not. I don't want to look exactly like a person that like would be associated with the circle, but I want. Would I know what people who generally use firearms look like? You know
No,
Wouldn't that
they
be
don't.
the-
They don't.
the
They
gold
don't
cloak?
look the same.
We'll do like. Okay, are firearms like associated with criminals or anything like that, or are they associated with like military or what have you?
I would say Jasper has absolutely no idea.
Cool.
Jasper's first exposure to firearms was in a very secluded lab.
So what I am going to do is, he has no idea. So what he's just going to take like what he thinks is the safest route, which is to look like a human like a human soldier with like a square jaw, not remarkably attractive, honestly kind of like oafish. You know, like he looks like a soldier, and that way when he goes looking for bullets, it doesn't look fishy. It's not some hot guy asking for bullets. It's just a soldier man.
Just a dude.
A regular
Just a
warrior.
regular warrior.
regular
Exactly.
warrior.
A regular
Exactly,
warrior.
Dev.
A regular
Uh-huh.
warrior.
Yep. Totally under the
Just
radar.
guys
not
being
vicious.
dudes.
Just guys being dudes.
He's just a good old himbo. That's what he
What's
looks
better
like.
than
Good old
this?
himbo.
We love a himbo.
All right. So Roll20 is open. Do we all have the map generally open?
Yes.
Hmm.
All right. So let's do a
so
quick
excited.
little crash course on the city of Verkhova. So Verkhova is located basically at the headwaters, of the Titanic River, where Ozerova Lake feeds into the river, which then flows all the way up to the Silver Dust Sea to the north. The city is basically split right down the middle by the river. This nice kind of octagonal area over here is really the heart of the city itself. So the Autumn Palace is where the imperial family resides. It's the seat of royalty. It's the seat of the entire Delesian Empire. The Carmine Chancel, right next to it, is the main religious house for the entire empire. Think, like Westminster Abbey, St. Peter's Basilica, right? Like all of these major religious houses associated with royalty. The Meridian Council, which is the head of the Gold Cloaks International, it does sit within the Carmine Chancel. So they sort of have a little piece dedicated to them, but then the chancel itself is owned by the Apex Prelacy. The Imperial Seminary of Delesia is the Imperial College, the university, the place of learning. There are others in the
Is
city.
that where Corbin is?
Not necessarily, because that's where he went. That's where he was trying to go. But it appears based on your your letters with him now that he's working direct. He's like apprenticing directly with Novar, who himself is just like involved in the city.
Okay, so he's in
writ
the.
large. He'd be in the Carmine Chancel. Yeah, there is like a fair amount of overlap between the Meridian Council and the Imperial Seminary, but for intents and purposes, they're kept separate. Just north of that is the gardens, the royal gardens of the Empire. Over to the east of that, Tever's Torch is this magnificent, like this absolutely giant, magnificent monument that acts as the same way that a hush tower acts in a smaller city. It's basically a giant hand reaching out of the ground, grasping a torch, which is held aloft and glows with bright, magical light. You already saw Kirimi Station over to the edge there. That is where the hover rail comes in. There is also the Verkhova Airport right near Tever's Torch. That's where the airships come and go into the city. Hall of Magnificence is basically a museum dedicated to the history of the Delesian Empire. The Imperial Geographic Society, as we talked about, is the kind of like explorers society that are responsible for all sorts of treks out into the wilds and beyond. Now going over to the west of the central part of the city, the Court of Truth is the judiciary of the Empire. The Bank of Delesia is, of course, the financial center. And then there's a couple other kind of random areas over here as well. The Temple of the Twins, all the way on the west, is a religious house dedicated to D&D. The Bearmoat Ballroom is something that Davina would be very familiar with. It's technically a cultural center, but it's one of the seedier locations. The official cultural center of the Empire is way in the north. The Empress Korolenka Hall is sort of like the royal, cultural space. The Bearmoat Ballroom is a little bit raunchier. It has an association with the cult of Nie as well, who of course is the goddess of luxury, vice.
My place.
Other than that, now to go a little bit more broadly, there are some sort of general districts to be aware of. So in that central octagon, Hallowsight Hill is basically where the aristocracy lives. It's the anyone who's anyone important in the Empire has a residence there. All of the noble families have their elaborate mansions and palaces on Hallowsight Hill, as well as some other just sort of very important bureaucrats within the Empire. The Works to the southwest, that is a little bit more of a commercial district. So there's a lot of shops, there's a lot of businesses, there's a lot of commerce that happens down in that area. The Furnace, just south of that, is where a lot of the energy production for the city takes place. There's all sorts of different methods of energy production for the city. Almost all of them are crux-based. The Lake District just across the river, the east side of the river is known for being a little bit more residential. The Lake District is sort of the shanty area. It's where a lot of the folks who work at the Furnace live. A lot more rundown, a lot grimier, kind of the more seedier parts of the city. The River District is a little bit of a nicer spot, more kind of like where the middle class live, some more of the merchants, folks who might work or own businesses in the works. And then anything else beyond that is the same. That's kind of like different residential residential areas. There are like smaller hover rails that travel around the city as sort of not a subway system, but more of like an elevated train system, if that makes sense.
More Chicago than New York.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's the L.
Exactly. But that is, by and large, most of the general parts of Verkhova.
Now, what's this big thing in the middle? It looks like a river.
So much to see.
That's the toilet.
Thought he was being serious for a hot second. I was like,
Just one giant,
What?
Goodness
one
gracious.
giant toilet.
He
Giant
takes
a
toilet.
shite.
Anyway,
But yeah, so I hope that kind of answers some maybe initial questions that y'all might have brewing.
beautifully.
So many.
Where's like where would the like trade district be?
Trade would probably be over in the works. There would be all sorts of different shops and businesses located down there.
If you don't have a fun Russian accent for Dimitri, I'm gonna be upset because that's where I'm going.
So Dimitri's Endless Emporium is like the Macy's fifth, like 34th Street, like
Yeah.
the giant,
Saks Fifth.
the giant.
Davina will not be caught dead in there.
No,
That's-
Sal
yeah,
will die
that's-
there.
Yes, that's fair. That's fair.
Nope. We're going to Saks Fifth, Bloomingdale's.
Yeah, you must have it Dimitri's. Oh, you must live in the Lake District. Blah.
God, I love your skirt. Did you get it at Dimitri's? That's the ugliest fucking skirt I've ever seen.
Jesus.
Yep.
being a mean girl confirmed.
As if we had any doubt.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is so cool.
Okay, could we yeah, I'm assuming if Jasper, if you're doing shopping, I'd rather get that out of the way because whatever is going to go down with my dad is going to be pretty heavy. I already know.
Let's do some lighthearted shopping. Show me all the best spots.
Retail therapy. Welcome to
Shopping
my
episode.
world. You are out of the wilds. You are out of the woods. You're in my territory.
I want to get a drink and shop.
I want an iced coffee and
Oh my God, Eric, these are both so good.
I just saw that.
wait, the Zholmyrs.
No, I need to see the
God, these are good.
Zholmys.
The shit he comes up with.
The 0 days.
0 days is very good.
That was so fast. Okay, so we'll go shopping. Deb, you want to go see your dad? I think I want to do a little snooping to see what my family's been up to.
Okay. I would rather see Corbin before I see my father, but yeah, are we splitting up? What are we doing?
Ooh,
If it's all the
I don't
same,
know.
we should not.
Yeah, no.
It depends. I'm perfectly happy heading towards the Geographic Society and keeping a low profile there. But if you all need me to come with you,
Okay, before we all split up, is there a way that we can go shopping and get some kind of like comms for everyone? Some walkie-talkies?
Yes.
Little
Yes.
Miss Psychic over here.
I can just
that's
hook
right.
us up for a few hours.
Okay.
Range
So
on that?
I will do that.
How far can we be?
The
before it kind of
range
fizzles?
is, let me see. Let me checkaroo. Why won't you scroll? There we go. Nope. Still looking.
While she's looking, DM, can I? Okay, I don't have it in my notes, but were there friends of my parents in Verkhova? Is that what I remember from that vision? Or was it in
So
a different city?
From the vision, the female voice that you heard mentioned that she was fleeing to find their old allies in Verkhova.
Okay. Interesting. Could I make a like Arcana or Wisdom check or something to try to like remember any kind of like iconography or detail from that dream to like give me sort of like a direction of where to go or what to look for?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you even need to roll for that. I think it's a fresh memory that Elaine is keeping very close to her. The problem is you don't even have enough information from these people that are giving you this information in your dream
Yeah.
to try to piece stuff together with. So I will say maybe what I'll do, give me just a straight, actually I'll say give me an insight check.
Oh, sure.
Give me that pup.
And that's 20.
Murphy's being so
We're back,
cute.
baby! We're fucking back!
What did you roll,
My
Kate?
God. I
She
rolled
rolled
a
a
nat
natural
20.
20.
Hold on. I'm gonna try to... I can't pick up my computer, but I'll take a picture. It's beautiful. She's stunning.
Almost as beautiful as Murphy, just noodling
Lounging.
with
A
Megan.
little
He's
attention
so
starved because
funny.
I've been dog sitting, so I haven't spent the last couple nights with him. So yeah,
Aw.
he's a little noodly today.
Oh,
You need mama.
Sorry.
Michael, can you do like a slight music switch up for this moment? Because I've a feeling this like light flute music is not good for what I'm trying to drop at this point.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm fucking scared, man.
Elaine, this car is chugging along. Your friends and party members continue to kind of discuss amongst themselves. You stay relatively silent, lost in thought. It's anytime you have a moment like this where things slow down a little bit, you have time to think, time to reflect, you can't help but keep going back to those visions, those things that you've even been daring to call dreams. You relive them a lot, you replay them a lot in your head, and as you approach Verkhova, that one in particular is replaying again.
Oh my gosh, that's horrifying. That cannot... I hate this! Why it do that?
I was like, fine. She doesn't want to hear it,
No.
I won't tell her.
No, I want to be here. Help! Why did it happen? That was the word. I was like opening my notes to begin writing, and then that happened. Okay. Anywho, please continue.
You are letting your thoughts refocus again on the moment in particular where you were hearing this exchange, this conversation between these two voices. The one that, you know, the first guy called Patrick, who you've sort of been interpreting now as your father, and this other figure, this female voice that was adding to the conversation. You have only ever sort of heard them have this exchange. The vision has stayed relatively fuzzy in your brain, but in this moment of relative peace and calm, you're forcing yourself to try to focus and really think about not just what you heard, but everything that your senses were able to take in that moment. You hear the exchange starting to happen again. You know, him saying, you can't leave. It took both of us to create her. It'll take both of us to show her the way. The female voice speaking again, saying, now that I've turned against them, they'll kill me. You know this. You hear these words again, but this time now your vision starts to sharpen a little bit. You remember again yourself sort of blade on a table, and now your eyes are slowly moving around. You see instruments spread out across the table. Harsh lights are coming down from above. One thing does catch your eye in terms of something standing out amongst the mechanical debris across the table. There is a tall, slender glass vase. And in this vase is one flower. It's it sits on a tall, thick green stem and droops down a little bit over the side. It is a beautiful, vibrant, bright red lily. You try again to sort of look around. The lights are beaming down on you again. It's hard to see past the table. It's hard to know what else is there in the room as the vision again starts to slowly fade, as the voices themselves start to muffle, and once again you find yourself back in the train.
Elaine makes a mental note to look for lilies in the city. I think if we have time, I would like to look at the gardens.
Okay.
I don't know. Is it
Sure.
on the list or something?
I don't see why not.
Not.
Yeah.
A scenic route.
Sure.
I'll give Dev some side eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
Flowers. Flowers?
Flowers, plants, bushes. I don't know. Garden stuff.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
do
fine.
garden stuff with you. Yeah.
You hear a voice shout, "We are approaching Verkhova. We should be there in about 15 minutes." You all turn and look at this point, and you'd been sort of wrapped up in your conversation, and you turn and look out the windows again. And you see now that you are in a largely urbanized area. You aren't in the city proper yet, but there are streets, buildings, houses. You see street lamps set up because it is approaching kind of the somewhat late, like early to late evening at this point. And the just up ahead, you can see the towering walls of the city coming into view.
I mean, I hate this place, but I kind of love it.
I just put the hood of my cloak up.
Ah. Dev, how do you feel? Finally coming back to Verkhova after your first big adventure away.
I'm definitely in my element again. Feeling a little bit better. Not so much about the shit that we have to do.
Maybe we should go to one of our favorite haunts. Dev, pay that tavern a little visit. One of the seedier ones where we can get some good information, maybe about what the Emperor is doing and who he's chosen as his bride. Before we
Well, we definitely need to get some info. Yeah, but that's
Plus,
yeah.
Yeah.
seedier side of town is definitely your side of town, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you be down? I'm plus
I would
these
go with
two.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, Elaine, what do you think?
Sure. Could be a good place to end the night. We should figure
We're
out
adding a
what
lot of
specifically-
We're adding a lot of stops though, and we are on a time frame or time schedule.
This
It's
is
true.
true.
What time of day is it?
It's kind of it's approaching the evening at this point. It's like early evening.
Okay. Okay.
Where in
Um,
the city are we planning on staying? Davina,
Oh,
were we
my
planning
place.
to stay with your father? Oh, okay.
No. Ew. No.
Okay. I wanted to make sure.
I love your place, Dev. Ugh. I'm gonna.
It is
I hope
pretty
I have a
good.
cloak with me. I'm gonna also put on a cloak so that I'm hiding my bright silver hair. Given that I don't have my ring of disguise anymore.
Sorry.
What should we call you while we're in the city? Just, so we make sure we're not exposing anything.
Me?
No. Violet? Sal? Which one
Oh,
of those?
goddess. Goddess is great.
No, that's not what I was
We want to
asking.
start with that.
What's happening?
Empress is great. No, you can just call me Sal. Sal.
Sal.
Why am I accenting Sal? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. No, you can call me
Understood.
Sal. Just not call me Violet.
Received.
And do not use my last name.
I don't even know what your last name is.
Good. Great.
Good, don't use that.
While I'm
Don't
in the
even make
city,
one
you
up.
can call me Craig.
Yeah.
Bing bong.
Craig? Craig?
Craig Johnson. Bing bong.
What?
Fuck your life.
Don't know that reference.
I don't
Anyway,
know
at this
man.
point,
I love it.
you're approaching now, and you're now starting to see the city proper. So as you approach, Violet, Davina, even Elaine, this is a very familiar sight to you. These are the lights of Verkhova. Verkhova itself is a city that is always aglow. There are magical lights that are situated across the city in all sorts of different areas. Of course, the biggest one being Tever's Torch, the giant, everlasting flame that's never extinguished. It represents the soul of the Empire and the ever burning flame of progress that the Empire uses to light civilization's way out of the darkness. As you approach, you're starting to see the architecture of the city, a lot of brick, a lot of very elegant stone, a lot of metal construction as well. You're seeing a lot of sort of the typical Delesian architecture with a lot of domes. The aesthetics of the Empire favor things like anything with less harsh corners, something that's more beautiful, more sleek. All of that is now coming into view. The biggest dome of which that you are seeing is the dome of Kirimi Station, or I should say the 4 domes that make up the gigantic rust-colored roof of the station. The cart that you are in sort of like it starts to kind of slow its hum. Its speed comes to a much slower crawl as it begins to pull into the station. The station itself is huge. There are multiple tracks that are coming and going, sort of like fronds of a spider web spread out from a central spot. This cart in particular seems to move past some of the more busier tracks where much larger trains are dropping off huge numbers of people and picking them up and beginning to leave the station. In fact, it begins to sort of head down to the lower level of the station, where some of the smaller terminals are located. And it pulls its way in. you eventually reach that point where you go underground, and for a little while, there is nothing but darkness until the blue crux-powered lights of the basement terminals begin to come into view as the train slides in, comes to a complete stop, until you hear the final sort of dim of the hum of the cart. The halfling comes out from the front chamber, kind of like pushes his way in and is just sort of like, "We have arrived at Verkhova," and he kind of like winks at you, Davina, and he was like, "Thank you for riding with us today."
Thank you.
He goes to a door a little bit farther in the back, kind of like a hiss. The door slides open. He walks out, and like lowers like a ladder, like a little step ladder that goes down onto the terminal.
After you, Dev. Welcome
She's gonna
home.
take a deep breath and then put on like the best resting bitch face that she can. She's gonna go.
All right. You go down the steps, out, and you are brought to a relatively humble, modest terminal. It's basically one, like stone kind of walkway. There's a track on the other side that right now is empty. There's no other train or car over there. There's a couple of benches set up along the way, and then in the middle of the terminal is sort of a little bit of a pedestal, and on either side of the pedestal are two large, like marble/crystalline statues that are sort of like figures in kind of regal poses.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna lead them.
Everyone make
out. Yeah.
a quick perception check for me.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna
dear.
say I'm looking around to see if anyone's watching us.
Oh no, I got a 3 on the die, baby.
It's cocked. Okay. 12.
9.
I got 18, but I'm not really like. I would say I'm not actively looking because I probably feel like I already know that my father's got eyes everywhere. Is that fair?
Sure. But I think that's actually fitting for your role, Davina. So here's the thing. You step out.
Oh, I got 25 by the way. I just realized I was muted
Okay.
the entire time.
Then actually, here's what I'm going to say. Here's what's going to happen.
This is gonna be
Jasper,
good.
Oh, shit.
you step out not too far behind Davina. You're instantly uneasy because the first thing you notice is that for what's supposed to be a busy train terminal in the largest city in the world, the terminal that you guys are currently at is completely empty.
Oh no.
I'll turn to Davina and be like, isn't there supposed to be like people here?
Yes, but we're expected, or at least I am.
Wow, that
As-
that word traveled pretty fast.
As you say those words, we are expected, or at least I am.
No.
A voice rings out amongst the terminal, and it says, "Welcome home, Davy."
Is this freaking Adonia?
Turning from around one of the two statues
Like,
in her blue gown
Ugh.
is Baroness Adonia Kroll. She looks at you and she goes, "Oh, well, it seems your travels may have been a bit rough on you. I'm sure it must be comfortable to be back home now. Don't worry."
Yes, back to my home. Speaking of, I don't recall inviting you to the city.
Invite the city. What? Davina, I'm insulted. You know I spend just as much time here as you do. As a noble family, we are expected here during season, are we not?
During season, and I have to say you're looking like last season, though.
She throws her hands up and she says, "You caught me. I shouldn't be here right now. No, not yet. And I've been so busy I haven't had time to catch up on the latest fashions and prepare for next season, but here I am nonetheless. Because, Davina, you have something I need."
I usually do, but I'm very curious. What's it this time?
Well, I'm a little insulted, Davina, because I did ask you nicely for it, and you didn't tell me the whole truth, did you?
I don't think you deserved or earned it.
Well, maybe I have been doing a little research on what's in fashion for this next season. Would you like to hear what it is?
I'm sure you're gonna tell me anyway.
Feathers.
Of course, of course. You know, Adonia, if you want to wear feathers, by all means. I don't think I would be caught dead with them on.
But that's the problem, isn't it? You've been caught dead right now. With a very important one.
Have I?
I know you have it, Davina.
And all
You have no use for it.
My use for it, if I have it, is knowing that you want it and can't have it.
Real quick,
Nice.
No.
Yeah.
during this, can I look at Sal and just like, I want to give you like a signal, like, can you connect us? Go ahead. That's it.
We're connected now for 6 hours.
Okay.
And you're just gonna hear right away, what a bitch.
Are we connected with Davina as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Sorry, that was it. Go ahead. Continue.
Actually, who has the feather right now?
You do.
I have one.
Ah, that's right. I
Yeah.
do.
But we
Okay.
You have
I have one.
2 or
we
3,
cur-
Michael.
You have 3.
Yeah,
Yes.
you have multiple, Michael.
I know
I have
had
one.
some. I don't.
Did I miss that? We got 3 more feathers.
We have a few
At the when we
feathers.
fought
guys-
the Celestial, yeah.
You picked a few more off the corpse
I was
on the mountain.
busy, you know, getting the Pinterest board from a god, so I think I may have missed
Yeah.
that part.
It was kind of a big deal.
That's
There
the
was a
next
lot
block
going
print
on.
t-shirt.
Oh,
No,
hell
the
yeah, dude.
picture. Did you make that picture? That was it. I was going back to the chat
Incredible.
and I saw that one. It was so good.
Yeah, yeah. I love that thing.
Peak. Anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt the showdown. Please continue.
Where's my popcorn?
She looks at you, Davina, and she says, "I won't ask you again, Davina."
Good, then don't.
What do
You
we
have to make
see
everything so-
happening?
You have to make everything so difficult, don't you, Davi?
For someone who's a taskmaster and just been told to send to come get me, yeah. I only deal with people who are of interest and important and know what they're doing. And not second tier, second fiddle.
Her eyes narrow.
Well, did I push a button?
Well, if you won't hand it over, then I guess I just need to pull it off your corpse. She turns around and she reaches up and she touches a finger and drags it down the statue turns around and looks over her shoulder and says, "I'll be back for you." A portal appears in the air as she steps through.
Can I react to her trying to step through?
You
Yeah,
can try.
same.
Go ahead. What are you trying to
Because
do?
I feel like
You want to like say a mean thing at her?
Hold on. I'm seeing if I have the thing now. Because I got...
It's like I could throw some vicious mockery at her, but...
I said, whoever threw that paper.
Your mom's a hoe.
Mom's a hoe.
I do indeed. Okay, I'm going to pull out my pistol. I am going to shoot her. I am going to use a crux bullet, and I am going to use a paralyzing agent to prevent her from walking through the portal.
can I
make your attack roll.
support this? Yeah.
How?
I want to throw my daggers and like hold
She's
her
like, yay!
around so that she can't.
You would make a second attack. You can't support
Okay.
his attack firing.
Well,
gun.
then I would
Emotionally, you can.
Then I'm wondering if I would give
21
him
to
help
hit.
and just instead of... Oh, well.
Is 21 to hit?
Mhm.
Okay. Is there any sort of does she have to make a save or something like that for the
Con
paralyzing?
save.
Okay.
I feel like
Hold on
she's
one
not
sec.
very con heavy, being a prissy little bitch.
I think you ignore the fact that there's very possibly a legendary resistance or two somewhere in there.
Yeah.
The legendary resistance. Yeah,
But
she
we
chooses
gotta
to save.
fuck around and find
God
out.
damn, why,
Thank you,
Eric?
Eric.
He was about to roll!
Stop! Ugh.
We all knew it was coming.
The gun
Why?
goes off. The bullet hits her right in the upper thigh. She lets out only a short sort of like before you see coming out of the bullet wound some black tendrils that sort of like and pull back in. And as she turns around again to face you, her eyes are pitch black, and she sort of just like smirks, whirls her cloak, and disappears into the portal.
Oh, so I didn't have a chance. Shit.
Davina, in your head, you just hear. Next time, just say the word, and I'll Eldritch Blast her into a passing harbor train.
Oh, it's not even a question. There won't even be a word. You just do it.
As you would.
Fucking bitch.
I'll turn to Sal and be like, well, looks like there's another one of you around.
Oh, don't compare me to that.
Hey, you're both connected to
No, I am.
Shadow God, okay?
I look so much better when my eyes go black, okay?
Okay.
Boom. Jasper, as you guys are having this conversation, a gigantic
Oh.
marble hand
Oh shit.
knocks you on your feet.
Off my feet or on
Off
my
your feet?
Sorry, knocks you off your feet. Thank you. Off your feet.
I was like, I'm standing.
It's good. It's fine, guys. He knocked him onto his
knocked me
feet.
on my
Everything's
feet.
fine.
He was laying down, and all of a sudden he's standing up in perfect posture.
Whoa.
Internal bleeding, that's where the blood's supposed to be.
It's the bee.
Jasper, you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage
Sure.
as the statue that she had reached up and grasped now menacingly stares down at you with one of its hands slammed on the ground where it had just attacked Jasper. And I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Is it like holding me down?
Oh my
or-
God.
Wow. I'm
No,
rolling-
it took a swipe at you.
Rolling very well. I hope this continues. 23. Let's get some different music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Battle
This is so
music, I hate it.
happy. It's just so happy. Alright.
It's so
I've been
fun.
rolling like shit, so
Hate it.
it's a
Oh wait, I don't like that. Fuck, hold on one sec. I just
10 for
realized
me.
this.
That's a 11.
That's a 5.
well, you beat me by 1.
Please.
Oh wait, I have the right meme for this one. I already prepared it knowing this was gonna happen. Wait.
Okay, Jasper, you said 23 for you.
Oh my god.
It's incredible.
17
That one's for both me and
Elaine.
Theo.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
that's
hold on, let
the
me look.
duo right
So
there.
good.
Let me
That is
see
so,
what
so
they
good.
posted.
I just need to go through these old memes every day
It's
for a good
amazing how
laugh.
quickly he turns them out.
To be fair, that one I already prepared.
Oh,
I was ready.
I apologize. The only initiatives I have right now are Jasper and Elaine. Give them to me again.
11.
11. 10 for
10 for
Violet.
Sal.
Davina.
6 for Davina.
There, girl.
I rolled not great.
Let's go.
Miss Goral.
Let's go. All right, this one is this, and this one is. Wow. Okay.
It's giving very much
Cool.
Misjudged than Toller.
Misjudged Toller. Wait, why did that?
What is
oh,
that
yeah,
a
yeah,
reference
okay.
from?
Don't
The
even
worst
know.
brain rot of all time. All right, on roll 20, I'm gonna go ahead and move us over here.
Oh, this is sick. Oh, look at
Wait,
this.
that
Oh, I'm
train's cool as
ready.
fuck, though.
Beautiful train.
I'm ready.
Oh, big scary
Train.
statue.
Can we just ride on the trains all day? Like, because that's an option.
Oh, the train is just gorgeous.
Train!
I
Absolutely
love
dream.
when
Train!
everyone just immediately. This is how I know we all have a little kiss of the tism. We all immediately look at the train. Look at
Kiss
how
of the
beautiful
Tism is like my
is.
favorite
Of
band,
the
by the way. I love
Tism.
that band.
Great band.
Just the colors are
Oh
so
my
nice.
god.
They're so
Are there
nice.
two statues that came to life, Theo?
There are two statues there. Right now, this one here is the one that came and slammed down on Jasper.
Got it. I bet the other one won't be a problem. So
I feel very small.
No, there's
No.
no reason.
There's no way.
indication that one will be.
no.
Do any of you have like immunity to being surprised?
No, I do not.
I'm just very stoic, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, but I do think that Sal was on the lookout that whole conversation, waiting for something to attack us.
That's great. I'm talking about a literal mechanic that says you have resistance to being surprised. So that's
No,
not how that works.
no, the
That's not
answer
how
is
that works.
no. No, then it's a no for me, dog.
The answer of no, but I was like looking really hard. Does not mean you are immune to being
I was
surprised,
looking
my dear.
with both of my eyes.
But my eyes were open and I was perceiving things.
No, I
Theo,
was
real
like-
quick.
Yeah.
Sorry, did you ever put the Storm's Eye in D&D Beyond?
Fuck, no. I'm a
Okay,
bad
that's
DM,
fine.
guys.
No, I have
Yeah,
I have
we've
the-
known this. We've known this.
what it does, so that's fine. But I just
Okay.
want to. I'm assuming I have attuned that or if I need to, I'm wearing it at least.
Okay. So, unfortunately, there is a surprise round happening right now for you guys.
What?
The hand comes down and smacks Jasper, and you all kind of like stunned watch as he topples to the ground. Well, actually, no, because that means he's prone. You're not prone. You just got hit really, really, really fucking hard, and it hurts.
Ow.
Before you even have time to fully grasp what's happening, Violet. Oh, you might actually be okay. Violet does a. Oh, just kidding. Yeah, does a 17 hit?
It does.
Okay, Violet, you immediately feel a massive pain on your back as you take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as the second statue over here has also since animated and now similarly
Did I get hit again?
has no, Violet did,
I told you, it's not a problem.
has
I
swung
got
down at you.
smacked.
Super chill.
Super chill and cool.
Super chill. Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Wow.
just so chill about it. Got
Um,
smacked hard.
Wallop.
You guys know that
Now-
bard Akon? He sings that one jaunty tavern tune, Smack That.
Oh my
On the
gosh.
floor, like that.
That's my favorite tavern song, actually. But you have to play it with like a fiddle, and we have to sing it in a little bit more of like a tavern way.
We won't subject others to that. It's fine.
Pink Pony Tavern.
All right, and then so
Pub is right there.
that's so true. Pink Pony Pub. Oh my God, you're so right. Okay. Anyways, the first statue
Furiously
now,
creates Pink Pony Pub in Verkhova.
who is
Actually,
it's
that's
a
where I wanted
figure.
to take us originally.
Focus.
All right, we're in fighting. We're fighting now.
You are fighting. You're getting knocked on your ass at the moment. The first statue, which is a statue of a young female tiefling mage, now raises her quarterstaff in her hand, which is made of pure crystal and comes to like a bright, beautiful crystalline point. The crystal now begins to glow. Bright blue, bright blue, bright blue, bright blue. I'm gonna need Vel and Jasper to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm gonna go get popcorn for this.
Joke's on
Yeah,
you. I
for
get
the
plus-
show.
I get +6 to my con saves, so go fuck yourself.
Oh wow.
Highest
Wow.
roll of the night.
Wow.
I should not have said that.
15.
I should not have said that. I rolled a natural 1.
That's
Oh, you're
not
in trouble.
Oh, like Zoink Scoop.
Like
Oh my god.
You're both in such close proximity to the staff, you kind of like look at it guardingly to figure out what's coming, but what actually happens is the light becomes so bright you can feel a little bit of a searing in your vision as the brightness impacts you so much that you are blinded.
Oh no.
So that's bad. So that's not great.
I'd like to use a legendary.
Really not good.
Yeah, that would be great. I would like to too.
good.
You know,
Actually, I am immune. This is amazing.
and the second statue over here is going to once again raise its hand and bring it down again at Violet, and that will be... That's a 16 to hit.
I am not immune to that. My AC is 15.
Okay,
That hits.
so Violet,
I get
you will take
smacked 4 again.
17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow!
Ooh.
This is all the surprise round?
DM, we can't take reactions during a surprise round, right?
No.
Yeah, did I-
Although, hold
I
on,
did-
I'm
okay.
just realizing something. I'm so sorry. I done fucked up. You guys are not blinded. I already did a surprise round, and then I was doing a second one. You guys are not blinded. The first hit and then the hit on Violet was the surprise round. I'm so sorry. I was getting ahead of myself. Violet,
Okay.
take away that damage. You're okay for now. You guys are not blinded. We are now going to the top of the order. Jasper, you begin.
I think
Oh,
you mean we're not blinded yet.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm
I
not,
was being generous.
I wasn't smacked
But-
on the floor yet.
Okay.
But Jasper, you are up.
I am going to. It's not letting me move my guy, but I want to get on the other side.
It never is. I still can't figure out how to do it.
We've got to sit down one of these days too, and we'll go over it because there is a way to do it.
I want to get right
Help
here.
me, please. Where?
Right
Okay.
here.
Okay.
And then I go shoot.
Go for it. Do that. Shoot.
7 plus 10 is 17.
7 plus 10 is 17. Now, what does that mean? That means it hits.
Okay.
Not to be that guy. Ranged attack within melee range?
He has the
Reach.
I have.
Thing.
I
I
have
thought so.
gunner.
Okay,
I have gunner.
just checking.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so knowing that 17 hits, I am going to use sharpshooter on this next one. and that's going to be a 18 to hit. So
Also hits.
that'll be 2d10 plus 20. Okay. 8 and 6, 14, 34.
34. Okay. Jasper, quickly coming to his senses, jumps into action, slides around the base of the statue, and quickly, pow, pow, fires 2 shots off to the rear of the statue. Jasper, they collide. You notice that they do embed and sort of like take some chunks off of the stone, but it looks like it's hard for these things to break through. They don't quite damage as hard as you thought. So, okay. With that, Elaine, you are up.
Awesome. Okay, so I am going to start by casting. I'm gonna upcast heroism at a 2nd level. And so I'm going to target Violet, and I will do Violet and Vel. So at the start of each of your turns for the next minute, as long as I can hold concentration, you gain 5 temporary hit points at the start of each turn.
It's also when you cast it, to be fair.
Oh yeah, and it's when I cast it, so you get those right now.
Oh, sick.
Yes, so you are also immune to being frightened. When the spell ends, you lose any of the remaining temporary hit points that are left over. I don't believe you can go above 5, so it's just if you lose
They
5,
do not stack.
yeah, you get them back.
You're
so
going
you
to
have,
regain
like,
5, but it'll always
cushion.
go back up to 5 at the beginning of your
Yeah.
turn. Yep.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Yeah, so that is gonna be. Let me make sure I have the movement to do that. Actually, yes.
Someone's been casting
I have to
heroism
go.
in their other campaign, and it's me.
Hey, there we go. This is my first time casting heroism. I love it. But yeah, so I can touch the both of you guys pretty easy.
Someone, and it is me.
Somebody. And then I am going to, because I would have gone here. Can I climb onto this statue? Like, this platform? Not all the way up it, but...
The pedestal.
You
The
can
pedestal thing.
certainly try.
I am going to attempt to climb up
All right,
it.
give me a athletics check.
Okay.
Elaine.
12?
Elaine.
12? Question mark?
12. Say it. 12.
Yeah, be confident in your roll.
12!
12. You're able to basically climb up onto the base of this pedestal. No problem.
Okay. Cool. And then, I believe now I can do bonus action channel divinity. I want to make sure that is a bonus action. I cannot remember. It's been so long! Okay. Oh dear! Oh my gosh, why is it hiding from me? Oh no, these are actions. Okay, never mind. So I'm just gonna hang out there for now on this pedestal. I'm gonna try to get, if I can have a little extra movement over to like this, one of these 2 back corners, whatever's easier for me to get to. I just want to be on the back side of these things.
Stay over here.
Yeah, totally. Awesome. Okay, cool. And that is my turn.
Excellent. All right, now this gal is going to now attempt to do what she did before, which I screwed up. But she's going to raise the staff. The light is going to emanate off of it, and Velterra and Jasper will need to make a con saving throw.
$14.
Joke's on you, I didn't roll a 1 this time. So 19.
Heyo.
19. Okay. Jasper, your kind of quick soldier instincts are starting to kick in at this point, and as it begins to glow brighter and brighter, you kind of avert your eyes just at the last moment. Unfortunately, Valterra, you are blinded by this.
Blinded by the light.
Did by the light.
Oh my god.
Same brain.
So attacks against you
My
have
favorite part of that
advantage,
song.
and your attack rolls have disadvantage.
Not cool, man.
But it is, in fact, your turn.
Me?
Oh.
Yes.
So reading the spell, I don't believe I need to be able to see the point that I choose. But I'm going to try to cast Shatter. Shatter says, loud, painfully ringing noise erupts from a point of your choice within range. Rolls from the DM.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm going to try to pick a point somewhere in the vicinity of not Jasper. So like maybe like here-ish. If you'd like any sort of roll, please let me know.
I don't think I don't need to, right? It's like
Oh,
Remind
just
me how
because
this-
I'm blind. That's the main thing. If you want me to like roll anything
no. I mean,
to, like,
you're
see if I
blind. You still have depth perception.
Okay.
I'd say that's fine.
So I'm going to. I guess he hasn't moved either since I saw him last. So
No.
in that sense, yeah, I'm going to pick this point over here. So
Okay.
that is going to be a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage because it is made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal.
That it sure is. Con saving throw.
I'm also casting this at a 4th level.
Ooh.
That disadvantage
no.
was huge. I rolled a natural 20
Oh shit!
and a 3.
Woo. All right, so that is going
So
to
the
be
3 becomes an 8.
okay. So that is a fail, and that is going to be 5d8 thunder damage.
Nice.
Oh.
Does it take double damage if it's made of stone?
No, it had disadvantage on the save though.
It is made of stone, though, not metal.
It's like stone and crystal.
Either way, it would have disadvantage. Me, that's 2 ones.
God damn. Poor Eric.
It's a total of 17 damage.
Okay. This
Nope, I'm
bright
sorry. 18 damage.
This bright light envelops Valterra. He cries out as he kind of shields his eyes, but with his hand still extended in front of him. For those watching, his hand begins to blur and vibrate as it seems like another hand seems to almost be crawling out of his. And from this blur, almost too quick to see it, a blast of purple energy shoots forward and immediately detonates. A huge boom ricochets and echoes across the entire rail terminal as a big chunk on the side of this statue breaks off and crumbles down, and some of the dust sort of like whoosh, flies up into the air. Anything else, Vel?
As a bonus action, I'm going to activate one of my elemental gifts of flight. And I imagine I will probably take an attack of opportunity, but I'm going to fly my way kind of just up and back, probably like over this direction. Because I'm blind.
Oh,
I'm just trying
okay.
to get away from the chaos.
Sure. But yes, there will be an attack of opportunity against you. And that will be a natural 20 to hit.
Okay?
Ooh.
Is it an attack or is it a spell?
It's an attack. It was a slam
I
attack.
silver barbs it.
Okay.
Oh.
That it's still gonna hit, but it's not a natural 20.
I might have a thing to do.
She might got a thing.
I got a
I got 5 temporary hit points, guys. I'm literally unkillable.
Baby, that's a nat 20. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot.
Yeah, but I don't want to
Well,
crit hit.
she silvery barbs it, so
Yeah, so it's
it
just a
hits,
regular
but it's
20.
not natural.
It's just a regular 20 now.
Oh gosh.
Sorry.
Just the dirty 20.
Um,
I
Okay.
gotta see if I can do. I'm not within 5 feet of you.
Oh,
This is
who's-
unfortunate? Never mind. Vel's
I
gonna
appreciate
die.
it though.
I got you.
19 points of bludgeoning
who is
damage.
blinded? Jasper and
I am
Just
as
Jasper
well.
Del
Velterra.
are-
Just Velterra.
Oh yeah, just me. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'll use my boon of the celestial, and I will have that
Good call.
to 10, 8, 9.
19 divided
Rounded
by
down.
2 rounded down would be 9.
So yeah, I will take 9.
So as Velterra flies over and takes that thwack, that sort of bright, like blue-white light that has happened to y'all before envelops him once more, and he seems to brush off a little bit of the attack.
That's it.
Alrighty. Next up, we have Miss Violet.
I'm gonna look up at this statue that's come alive and just be like, no, thank you. And
Not
I'm going to not today, and I'm gonna disengage. Bonus action. And I'm going to then sprint and jump onto the hover rail.
Okay, go ahead and make an acrobatics check for me.
This is going well.
27.
All
I
right.
rolled a 19 and it's +8.
Miss Violet has said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out," and she is going to vault herself up off the tracks, clear the cart or the gap between the car, and jump up onto the roof, where she now is perched.
Does making that jump count as my action?
Yeah, off of here.
Great.
This is my spot.
You're not even on the rail car. You're hovering above it.
Doesn't even go here.
That's true.
It doesn't hurt. And then as I'm jumping, I'm imagining that I'm flicking my daggers back as I'm fleeing. And I'm looking to aim the daggers into any cracks that are in the statue. And I don't know if this one has any, because I don't know if it's been hit yet.
The one closest to you has not been hit yet. No.
Yeah, has not been hit yet. Great. Then I'm just gonna try to slice at it. So with one of my daggers, that's a nat 20.
Yes.
Okay, so real quick,
Silvery barbs.
what are you doing? So you're using? Are you using one of your regular daggers or one of your psychic daggers?
Psychic.
Okay.
And I'm aiming. I'm gonna try to blind it. Actually, if I can't get it into a crack that's already there, I'm gonna try to take out one of its eyes. You blinded my friend. I'm gonna blind you, bitch.
Okay. So Violet, you perform this super cool leap up onto the cart. Using your power, you manifest the dagger of psionic energy in your hand, and you launch it at this creature. And watch as it harmlessly bounces off the stone.
Ooh.
It seems that
And everyone's gonna hear.
possessing no brain, no form of thought, it appears that psychic damage does not have an effect.
The lion, the witch, and the audacity of this bitch.
Everyone's gonna hear in their heads. Not good. Psychic damage does not work.
That's fine. I don't use it.
And that's it for my turn.
Jasper.
All I got. Man, for a nat 20,
I feel
to do no
horrible to have to
damage.
rob that of you, but that's why I was like, are you using regular dagger or psychic dagger? And you said psychic dagger. I was like, it's a rock. It doesn't take psychic damage. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This hurts me more than it hurts you. Davina, you're up.
Anyway.
I think Davina's gonna watch all this happen, the bullet, the statue coming to life, and then just see all of her friends book it. And just stand there and go, what the fuck, guys? And
I can't see.
then she's gonna and then she is going to cast slow on both these motherfuckers, and it's a wisdom save
Okay.
of 16.
Both fail.
Oh, thank
12 and a
God.
15.
Okay, cool.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, so they've both got a -2 to their AC
That's big.
and dex saving throws. And then the rest I can share with you when it becomes pertinent, if that's okay, because it's a lot.
Yep.
Okay. And then I am going to try to move back towards the hover car. There's like an open core there.
Can you just ping it one more time?
I'm just trying to move back. Like, is there a... Oh, did it go? No. Like, is there like... I don't know that she'd be able to climb up on it with Sal. Yeah, actually, she's gonna try. Do I need to roll anything?
I will point out that the door is also still open to go in the car.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll go in the doorway.
Okay. So we're gonna say.
And I'm gonna throw some Bardic at Val.
Okay, you have Bardic Inspiration, Val.
Can't see, but I am inspired.
All right.
Well, okay, so now it is changed now. So now if you guys fail on it, you can keep it for another until you actually use it.
Proceed with it?
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Interesting. Very nice.
So if we use it and miss, we get to keep it?
Unfailing Inspiration. When a creature adds one of your Bardic Inspiration dice to its ability check, attack roll, or saving throw, and the roll fails, the creature can keep the Bardic dice.
Dope.
Jeez.
You're welcome.
That's crazy.
You are welcome.
All right.
For sec.
Well, this second creature, this big old boy, is going to turn itself around and face you, Elaine, and move forward and swing its big old hand at you.
Right.
That's going to be a 25 to hit.
Wouldn't you believe it? That hits. That's crazy.
Crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Okay, that's only 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
It's only 14.
Only 14.
Why are we saying only in front of that? That's
Jasper!
Yeah.
That's the key word that I'm...
Yeah?
You up,
It's
boo
a little
boo?
scary pants.
I'm up, or you're about to turn around and hit me?
It's your turn.
Oh.
We're back to the top of the order.
Wonderful. I shoot again.
Okay.
But let me see if I want to use any of my crux bros.
Oh, Theo, while he does that, that was the creature's turn, right?
Mhm.
They've got to make another wisdom save at the end of their turn.
17.
Oh, then, oh, damn it.
It was
Okay, so one of them
straight-
still has it.
Straight 17 on the die. Sorry.
Nah, just go pew pew.
Okay.
I'll
Pew
just-
pew away.
Pew pew. Pew 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 pew. That's one natural one.
Oof.
And
Ooh.
22.
22 will hit.
Yeah,
Are you a Kabuski now?
Apparently,
He does have the sweatshirt.
I do. 7 plus 15 is 22.
22. Okay. Same sort of thing, though. You notice, it's not quite taking the same.
I'm gonna start trying to like. It's huge, so it's not hard to like aim a shot. So what I'm gonna try and do is all of these shots I'm trying to like put into like its leg to like hopefully try to hobble it.
Sure. Okay. Vel. Oh, sorry. Anything else from you, Jasper?
No, I got nothing.
Okay.
Isn't it Elaine first?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Elaine.
Okay, sweet. All good. I am going to swing on the one that's hit me.
Okay.
I don't appreciate it. I'm gonna try this. Okay, that is a 14 to hit. on the
Does not
first
hit.
one. Shoot. Okay.
Oh.
Don't.
That's with the
lie.
-2?
The one that she's hitting does not have the -2 anymore.
Oh. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You back to
don't
being
like
a fast boy.
Wow,
Ugh.
just a not slow boy.
Okay, but I have an extra attack. I'm gonna try it. Okay. Oh, is it 18? Yes, 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, this should be good. At least better.
Michael, top of the morning to you.
Oh ho ho.
12 damage to it. It's slashing
Okay.
damage.
Remind me, are
Is
your
that like
attacks
the rally
magical?
hat?
They are not magical.
They are not magical. Okay. So it's the same sort of thing. The slashing seems to you get a little bit of a groove, but it's not quite a cut that you would expect on something like flesh, right?
Yeah. It's not good for my sword. Okay.
Is that what you've? Hold on.
What?
What?
You wrote this.
You can't.
I can't read that.
I'll send
You
it
can't
to
read
you
it.
because you wrote
That
it.
is so
not
blurry.
me. I'll just
I don't know
read
Something
what's
I
happening.
did?
What?
I did?
Yeah.
What is it?
At 7th level, you manage to infuse every bullet you fire with Crux energy. Your ranged weapon attacks from a firearm are considered magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity.
Okay.
Oh!
Yeah. Great. Okay. So good catch. Okay, so that
I can tell you what
Let me
I
s-
rolled a 34 the first time total damage. 34,
you did because
and
I
then
did
22.
17, so it's going to take 17 more damage.
And then probably 11 more because I did 22 on
And
the
then-
second.
11. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Great. Good catch. Good catch.
Holy fuck.
Ooh.
Whoa. Dang. Okay. That's insane.
Level 7.
Level 7,
Level 7 is-
baby.
Big. It's a big
For
jump.
fighters, it's a big deal. I remember there was all sorts of shit for level 7.
Man. Okay, I'm gonna do something probably stupid, but I'm
Do
gonna
it.
channel divinity with my bonus action, and I'm going to issue a champion challenge. So creatures within 30 feet of me that I see cannot move further than 30 feet away from me. So that would be
That's
the
both
two
of 'em.
statues. Yeah. So I'm gonna basically make it. They can still attack things that are close to them, and if they can attack other like things using spells or whatever it is they got, then that's totally okay. But they have to make a wisdom saving throw.
There it is,
If they
okay.
fail, then they are under the champion challenge.
Okay, so the one right next to you rolled a 19. The one underneath rolled a 4.
Okay, so the one underneath is champion challenge. It cannot move more than 30 feet away from me.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless I move 30 feet away from it on purpose.
Roger that.
Oof.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, so that's my turn. That is all for now.
Excellent. All right. The one near you, Jasper, has been getting wailed on by you. It's going to turn around, bring up its hand, and boom, slam it down at you once more.
Nuh-uh.
That's going to be a 19 to hit.
Nuh-uh.
Why not?
Yeah, no.
Why not? Okay. That will be. Hold on. 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I will take it.
All right, and then it's gonna make a wisdom save.
Ooh.
Right,
Yes.
Davina?
Yeah, 16.
10.
Hey guys, getting hit with giant stone arm hurts. Don't.
Really?
Wouldn't recommend. Would not recommend.
Veltera.
0 out of 10.
0 out of 10.
All right, so I kind of got blinded. I managed to cast a spell, but then I kind of
Sorry,
panicked.
you're okay because you're blinded until the start of their next turn, so you are no longer blinded, FYI.
Oh,
Because the one that just hit Jasper was the one that blinded you, and it was the start of its turn.
Oh.
You are no longer blinded.
all right.
You're
Well, that
able to kind of
changes things.
you were able to kind of distance yourself, and your vision is kind of starting to come back after that initial shock.
Okay, that changes things a little bit then. I'm going to, yeah. So I'll kind of shake that off, and I think I'm going to throw 2 Eldritch Blasts at this one then.
Okay.
That's a 15 on the first one.
Hits thanks to Davina's slow.
Oh, Jesus Christ, good, because the second one's a 9.
So good.
Okay, so that is... wow, that's going to be 16 points of force damage. And I'm going to pull it 10 feet in towards me, away from Jasper.
Okay. Right to Davina?
Is she up on the car?
I'm sorry, she's in the car. She's in the car.
Yeah, okay.
I'm in
Yeah.
the
That's what I thought,
doorway.
sorry. But yeah, anyway, just kind of pull it away from him there.
All right, so
Um,
from the top
go ahead.
of the car, the bright purple flash from Veltera's Eldritch Blast hits into the side of this thing. It makes contact right where Jasper had slowly been starting to chip away, and the statue's right leg now crumbles down beneath it.
Yeah.
And then are there doors open on this side of the train as well, or only on this side?
Just the one.
Just the one door is open?
Yep.
Okay. I will fly... I'll fly, like, over to here. Yeah.
Great.
Yep.
From the top, make it drop.
That's it.
Violet.
Let's go, VV.
I have an idea, but it might
Hit me.
fail
me.
spectacularly.
Very
Hit me.
concerning when you start a sentence like that. Very scary.
I'm excited.
Okay. So I'm gonna get out my rope. And I'm trying to figure out if there's anything that I can use. Well, the one creature's leg is now broken off, right?
Yes.
The one that's like crumbling. Okay, so that's already kind of stuck and grappled. But I'm sick of it using its hands to like just smash us. And so I'm gonna try. Let's see if this works. I want to wrap this rope around the creature's arms, not the creature that's down, but the one that's still up, and try to contain it like this.
Okay. I would say, how are you attempting to get the rope from where you are here all the way over to this creature's hands?
I want to jump onto the platform behind it.
Can you ping for me?
Yes. Like that golden thing right behind it.
Sure. So that is a 30-foot leap.
It seems totally
She's
reasonable.
Cirque du Soleil. She's got this.
Can folks remind me how jump works, like jump speed, like jump abilities work with people?
Folks cannot. I don't.
Yeah,
know.
you get essentially you can jump a number of feet equal to like
It's your strength
10
modifier.
plus your strength, or you can
Oh,
jump
I
like a
found
number
it. I
that's equal
found
to
it.
your
Okay.
strength.
Long jump. When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you
Yeah.
move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump.
So your strength score would be a maximum of 12. Or I mean 20, I mean.
Oh yeah, no, my strength is 8.
And you would need to have a 10-foot head start to run and jump.
All right, this idea, thrown it in the trash.
It's too far.
Not
You have
fair.
to toss me.
Okay,
I'm
don't
so
worry, I got
sorry,
a plan
Violet, but
B.
once again,
It's
physics
okay.
comes to bite us in the ass.
Fucking physics.
Oh my
Math.
god, that's literally a situation of
math.
don't tell the elf.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, they'll toss me. No, I'm gonna just sprint down the train so that I'm out of reach of the one that could still hit me with its big old hand. So I'm gonna sprint to the other side of Davina, and I'm gonna throw just a good old knife at the one that has lost a leg.
Good old
All right.
knife.
Good old knife.
Not
Good
a bad,
old knife.
not a bad new knife. A good old knife.
A good old one of the tried and trusted, and that is a 24 to hit.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh wow, it's gonna do so much damage. Everyone, watch out.
Can't wait. I'm so excited.
Uh,
You got
do I get
6.
sneak attack with this guy being next to Dev?
Dev is in the car.
Shit. Is she within 5 feet though?
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm in the. Yeah.
Okay. Great. So I'm
Like-
gonna sneak attack.
But like mentally, is she there? You know what I mean?
No.
Mentally, where are any of
Yeah.
us?
Yeah, this is fair. And so with my little tiny dagger, that is a 7 to hit, like 7 damage.
Okay.
And then with my sneak attack, I'm gonna cut a little more. So add 5. 17, 19 damage
Total or add 19 to the 7?
total.
Total. Okay. Okay. So that is going to get reduced a little bit because of it's not a magical attack, but it is going to definitely take a little bit of a small chunk out of that. So basically, y'all are going to see Violet sit at the top of the cart and like pull out a rope and be like, and then run. And then like run down and just whip out a dagger and just toss it down.
Excellent.
All right, Davina, go ahead.
Okay. I had a thought. Tell me if this is how you.
We're all just having thoughts.
I know. So
Lots
I
of
wanted
feelings.
to use Phantasmal Force on the one in front of me. And basically what I wanted to do is I can create like a 10-foot cube illusion that's perceivable only to that target. And then it takes whatever type of damage that illusion is. But what I'd really like to do is make it perceive that Elaine is not there and that the other statue is Elaine. Do you think could I doable? How big are these statues?
Say that again. What you want to
I
do?
want to make it perceive that the other statue is an enemy. It's one of us. And he looks at the other statue. It looks like us.
So the only problem with that is that it says you create a visible phenomenon of your choice that is no larger than a 10-foot cube. The statues are both larger than a 10-foot cube.
Okay,
They're
that's
huge.
what I was asking.
Oh,
Okay.
it's a great idea though.
That is fine. Okay, I am going to instead. I'm gonna try to do blindness and deafness on. Sure, why not? Both of them. Fuck it. And they need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Okay, let me see. Where are these bitches? So the one near Elaine rolls a... What's their con save? Rolls a dirty 20. The other one rolls a 7.
Okay, the other one failed.
Okay.
So they are blinded. Oh, they are blinded or deafened. They're blinded. I choose blinded.
Okay. So attack rolls against it have advantage, and it has disadvantage against other creatures. On top of that, it also has... It automatically fails any ability check that requires sight.
Nice.
All right. Anything else, Davina?
I'm gonna throw another bardic out to Jasper.
Alrighty.
You get a bardic. You get a bardic.
You get a bardic.
Meanwhile, this big guy next to Elaine is now hyper-focused on trying to take down our big gal, and he's going to go ahead and make another slam
Ooh.
attack against you, Elaine. That is a 17 to hit.
No, does not hit.
Yeah.
I'm too beefy.
That's
He
right.
goes to
That's
slam,
my girl.
but Elaine takes one of her arms and is able to glance the slam off of it, and takes no damage.
Woo.
We are back to the top of the order, but Jasper is
Dead.
right here. He's sleeping.
Jasper is
No.
So I'll
he
just
did.
we'll have Elaine go, and then we'll have Jasper go after Elaine.
Okay. Vel and Violet, how are you guys doing in terms of hit points and everything? You guys are okay? Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to decide between protecting you guys or doing damage, and it's tough.
Fuck him up.
Just
It hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck him up.
Do
Is
it.
right.
I'll drop concentration on heroism, and I'm gonna cast instead magic weapon as a second level spell.
Atta girl.
So I now got a +1 to my sword attack and damage, and I'll swing on this thing. That is cocked. Okay, first one's a miss. Second one is a 26 to hit.
Oh yes.
So definitely hits. Oh no, 24. I did math wrong. It's all bad. Okay, cool. And I'm gonna throw a smite on it as well.
Woo!
So, okay, this will be first. Do math. So it's 10 slashing damage, magical now. And then I'm gonna do the radiant damage from smite. 6, 7, 13 radiant damage.
Nice. All right.
Boom, boom.
Elaine's sword. She glances that blow, and then flourishes her sword in her hands. And as she lifts it high again, it begins to glow with radiant energy. And she brings it down in an expert fashion, and it explodes in sparks against this giant statue, as she's now basically dueling with this giant
Big.
stone warrior.
I love this.
Well done. All right, Jasper is still nowhere to be found, so
Try to shenanigan some.
Maybe his
movement,
building's on
maybe.
fire again.
swear to God. Anything else from you, Elaine?
Yeah, I am gonna try to lure this away a little more. I just want to stay in this first statue's threatened area, but move to like here, just on the other side of it.
Sure.
So I'll still be within 30 feet, but I basically want to keep it so this thing cannot get on the train.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds
So-
good.
Yeah.
Did I miss my turn?
All right. Yes, but you're up now.
You're dead.
I just swapped you in a lane.
We just switched.
Okay, cool.
You're dead.
I shoot.
You're dead to me.
Shoot, shoot.
Shoot.
Oh, you have Bardic in case you missed that.
Okay. 17.
Flee, fool.
17 hits.
Woo.
And
Gorgeous.
I will use my Bardic. What is it, a D6 or D8 now?
D8.
Whoop. Yeah, that'll do it. 18 plus 5. 23.
Ooh.
Both hit.
Okay. 2d10 plus 30. 38.
Wow.
38. All right. Blast. 2 huge blasts from Jasper's pistol, and this statue that was already starting to kind of like crumble and take some hits. Now more dust explodes off of this thing as 2 bigger chunks now begin to fall. Anything else, Jasper?
I think that's it.
Alrighty.
I am useful
Well.
but simple in this fight.
This statue is now starting to get a little frantic, and it is going to begin to sort of flail in a panicked manner, and it's going to take its arm and it's going to basically bring it down right on the car, right over the door where you're standing, Davina.
Jesus.
Uh-oh.
So I'm actually going to need from you, I'll say, a dex saving throw.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh, no. Uh-uh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Okay, there's
No.
some hope. It was a not 1, but my dex say oh no, yeah, that's my saving throw. I'm proficient. So 7, 8. I rolled an 8.
Okay.
No, I don't know that that's good.
That's not good. Madam,
I
that
love
is
how
not
you
good.
like
Still not
you
good.
tried to give yourself hope halfway through that, and I was like,
Yeah, I was like,
Oh.
oh maybe, just maybe.
there it is.
No!
Davina, you sort of nestle yourself back in the car, but you're still watching to see what's happening. When you see this dust cloud explode off of the statue as Jasper's shots make contact, and as you're kind of like peeking your head out to see like what happened to this thing, boom! In a flash, you hear the sound of the impact. You hear the crumpling, screeching of the metal as the hand of this statue crashes down through the roof of this this cart, and you will take 11 points of piercing damage as scraps and pieces of metal come down and start to like hit you. Violet, I will also need you to make, I will say also a dex saving throw.
All right. I'm not too concerned with my dex, but
She says that she
Maybe I
rolled
spoke too soon.
2.
15.
Total?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you basically have to just steady yourself after, like, you kind of like jump a little bit out of the way to make sure you don't crumble into the car and get swept up in some of the debris that has now like crumbled down as this thing has swung at Davina in the car.
Okay.
Vel,
This is the blind one, right? That's why they did it?
pretty much, yeah.
Okay. They have to make another con save.
Eight.
still blind.
Is it blind and slowed?
Oh, hold on. That one it needs to make another wisdom save to check for slow.
Oh, no, because slow ended when I cast blind because they're both concentration.
You're
Got
right.
it.
So no, it's just blind.
Okay. So, Sal's on top of the car, Davina's in the car.
Correct.
Correct.
What's the state of the car itself?
So as you look down
the
from your
Hulk
vantage
smashed it?
point, there is the like metal frame of the car has now crumpled in, on the doorway, and is now this like shattered kind of like what's the word? Like twisted metal kind of blade beast, right in that spot.
Okay. I'm gonna fly down here.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of reach through the like twisted metal of the door. I'm gonna reach my hand out to Davina. If she takes it.
I do.
When she
Promptly.
does, I will cast Dimension Door on the two of us.
Oh, cute.
I will bring us to the other side of the tracks over here.
Awesome.
That's huge, Val.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
And then they kiss.
And then they kiss.
Yeah, a kiss. A kiss happens.
Um,
Ooh.
I would like to take my action to kiss.
The kiss.
no, because Dimension Door is an action.
Bonus action.
Okay, I will then. I'll use my bonus action to. Yeah, I will use my bonus action to cast Hex on this one.
Okay.
I will choose Strength as the ability disadvantage. And that's it.
So now that doesn't count for attack rolls, or does it?
No, it's only for ability checks.
Okay.
So, like, in the event that Elaine wanted to wrestle this thing, she would probably have.
Got it.
It would have disadvantage.
All right. In that case, then, Violet, you are left alone on this mangled train car as you see from across the way, Valterra and Davina pop out of thin air onto the safety.
I just looked at Davina. She'll be fine, right? She'll be fine.
Her about me right now. Damn.
I'm just sort of gonna mumble to myself and be like, no magic. No magic for this fight. So
Oh, magic.
after after they jump away, I'm fucking going for it. I'm just gonna jump onto the stone creature like as hard as I can from the train car, and
Okay.
just like use my fists and just try to grab its head. I guess I'm not gonna try to punch it because it's rock, but I'm gonna try to grab its face or hand or whatever is the lightest thing that I can find and just like smash it onto the train platform
Okay.
using the momentum from my jump.
So it'll be a contested strength check, then. Girl,
But it's
this is what
also
you want to
blind.
do. This is how this works.
Wait, does
You're
it
gonna
does it
wrestle a
blind it-
20-foot statue
Yeah,
with
but
an 8 strength? Girl,
But
go
you-
for
If
it.
you're gonna wrestle this one.
yeah, but she wants to do
No, I
it
wanna
like
put it down.
dexterously.
Yeah, but that
The one
one's
that's down
blind,
is the
so
one
it
I'm
can't
going
see her
after.
jumping at her, right?
Yeah, it can't see me. It's slow. No, it's not slow, but it can't see me, and it's already down on. It's crawling.
Go ahead. Make your strength check.
Oh.
I'm about to get owned.
I wish I could throw some
Okay.
bardic to you right now. I really want to.
Nope. Yep. I wish.
She's
I
like-
wish you could too, Dev.
I don't need
consequences of your actions. I
Waters for
definitely don't
quitters.
need it. Do it.
It's a
Bardics
one.
for quitters.
So I just rolled a 1.
Really good.
It was a natural one.
really
So
good.
you got a 0?
What?
So you got a 0.
It's a
No, I
total
got
of
a 2,
0!
and then no, I got a 2, and then it subtracted the 1. So it's
Oh.
a 1. It's a dirty 1. It's not a natural one.
Oh my
One of the
God.
dirtier ones you'll get too.
Gosh.
All right. So,
Oh,
Violet runs and jumps off of the mangled mess of the train car. She leaps for the face of this stone tiefling mage. As the rest of this creature seems to be crumbling, she thinks this is her moment. As she jumps onto it, she's met with cold, hard marble. She tries to basically grapple this thing, and as she pulls, the like one remaining hand on this creature grabs her and pulls her down its body. You find no purchase as your fingers slide over the marble, and it drops you. You fall down to the base of the tracks over here.
I just turn to Val and I say, "Well, I stand corrected."
That's
No,
hilarious.
She's not good.
That's hilarious.
Jasper kind of just like.
Well, Davina,
Jasper kind of just watches the whole thing with like a cocked head and like one eye squinting of like, what the fuck? What did you think was gonna happen?
Davina, you are up.
It's my turn.
Correct.
Oh my god, I don't know that I know what to do at this point after watching that.
oh, and in your head, you're just gonna hear, "I'm gonna get a lot of shit for that, aren't I?"
Worse than when you ate it at the table or whatever, the lap table. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Okay, I just think I'm gonna keep up concentration on deaf and blindness on that one, and then I'm gonna do. See my bonus. I'm just I'll give Sal the bardic anyways because Lord knows she needs it.
Okay. All
I
right.
knew I was gonna
And
get
I'm
some
gonna
memes
stay-
out of this.
I'm gonna stay there. I'm not gonna move.
Okay.
Mhm.
Eric, that's so awesome.
All right.
So good.
Well, Elaine, this big boy is fully falling for your maneuver, and it is going to follow. It's going to continue to kind of track you, and is going to make a slam attack against you for a total of 26, which will be. Wait, hold on. Okay. 19 bludgeoning.
Okay. Not great.
And we are back to the top of the order with Jasper. Pew pew!
17.
That hits.
18. These were not sharpshooters, by the way. What did I miss? What did you do?
That might be your best one yet.
What did you
Made
do?
Oh
you
my
made great
God.
things. This is
Oh,
Jesus.
oh my god. Ooh, I can't breathe.
Jesus.
oh no.
They're the same.
Okay, sorry, Jasper. Go ahead.
No.
10, 21.
To hit?
No, 21 damage. I can
200
reroll
damage from the first shot or both shots?
together.
Okay, great.
I did not roll well.
21 damage. All right. Another big explosion of dust. This thing is looking rough, 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 rough.
I yell at it. Hey! Giant fucking rock thing, I'm over here. And then I'm gonna back up.
Okay.
Emotional damage.
Insane.
Elaine.
I was like, yeah, give him some vicious mockery for that.
I back up like. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
I want to be like 35 feet away from it. No, I want to be 40 feet away from it.
So like
Go over here.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
You all just see Jasper take off running in the opposite direction.
All right, bye. I guess just.
All right. Now, Elaine.
Okay, I'm gonna do my swings. These are still magical.
Yes, ma'am.
15 to hit. Dang. Shoot. Ay. Okay, 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Is that a hit? Okay, excellent. Amazing. Magical slashing damage.
Beautiful.
I will throw on another divine smite. Pew. Pew. Good. 13 radiant damage as well.
Nice.
Another.
Oh, good.
Another massive
Love a
swing
smite.
from Elaine that explodes in light and sparks as she continues to hammer away at this creature with her swings. They are locked in a vicious duel at the moment.
I love it.
All right. Meanwhile, this creature here, after taking 2 more shots from Jasper, the dust begins to settle around it. Violet, you have just recently fallen to the ground. You kind of like look up to get your bearings, and you see the unmoving, chiseled face of the mage staring down at you. It's going to take a swing at disadvantage because it is technically still blinded.
But I yelled at it.
So, y'all have to like invent maneuvers. Like, there are specific things classes have to do these things. If you don't have it, it's not guaranteed.
I yelled at it.
I yelled at it.
But
It's a rock.
But
It's a
I,
Wasn't creative.
but I yelled
directly.
at it.
But I yelled at it.
Oh man,
I
very,
yelled
very
at
poor
it.
rolls. So that's gonna be a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, well, sorry. Okay.
Yeah. That hits. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sal.
I will
20 bludgeoning
survive this.
damage.
I say too soon. No, it's okay. I'm just fine. I'm still for now.
All right.
Okay.
Velterra.
Everything is fine.
Okay.
I yelled at it.
So you all hear in your heads.
I'm going to run to the edge of the train platform here. I'm gonna look at Elaine. I'm gonna be like, she's fine.
Ping one more time.
Like right over here-ish.
Oh,
Right.
that way. Okay.
And then we're gonna throw 2 Eldritch Blasts at the one attacking Sal. I'll look to Davina before I run over there. I'll be like, I got her.
least someone
16 to
does.
hit on the first one.
16 does not hit.
And 24 on the second one.
That one absolutely will hit. Yes.
I don't know.
All right. That is going to be 12 force damage, and I'm going to once again pull it 10 feet towards me.
Nice.
Okay.
But did you yell at it?
I said, boo! You're not a good statue.
Bad
So-
All right.
statue.
I think
Got
it
him.
still stands. Yeah. I
Bell,
think so.
you yank it back, and it basically like falls over itself. Like it's barely able to keep its weight up anymore in a cohesive way, and it sort of like spins around, disheveled, trying to like grasp what's even happening to it at this point. Violet, you are up.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
that's it for me. Nope, that's it.
By the gods, I love it when you do that.
Oh my god.
Oh,
All that push and pull, baby.
What?
It's all that
On the other
push
side of the
and
tracks, no one
pull.
was supposed to hear that.
And nobody
Oh,
We're
did.
in your head, Davina.
we are. We
Okay.
can hear everything
Yeah.
here. Oh,
we just hear in our head. Just like,
a deep sigh.
Oh boy.
Cool.
Sal's pride's pretty hurt right now. So, what's the distance between like the main track platform and where I fell?
About 5 feet.
5 feet. Cool. I'm gonna crawl out with as much dignity as I can muster.
I see
Yes,
I see
ma'am.
her like pull herself over the lip, and I just yell, "Try and wrestle it again!"
no, do not encourage
If you
her.
give me some gold.
Hey, if you manage to wrestle it, I will give you 10 gold.
Not worth it. I'm just gonna sprint. I'm gonna sprint. Which direction? I'm gonna go toward Jasper. So, like, as we're having this conversation and banter, I'm gonna sprint toward him. And be like, you should go wrestle it, though. And I want to get as far as I can. So my 30 feet away from the creature.
Like straight to
And
the
then do I
bottom.
have?
Like this way, 30 feet that way.
No, I crawled up, so I'm on the platform.
Okay, yep. So you're up here. So like down
Yep.
here.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm actually going to use my bonus action and dash because this creature can still reach me. So the rest of my move will just be dashing closer to Jasper. And yeah, do I have anything else that I can use? I'll throw a dagger.
Go ahead.
Please use your bardic.
Like,
She's running away. She just
Uh,
throws a dagger at the rock.
Theo, real quick, these things don't have any particular resistances, immunities to thunder damage, do they?
Not that you've seen. The shatter worked.
Yeah, okay, because I realized that once per turn when I hit with my attack, I've been adding 3, which is what I have from my genie, but the 3 is specifically thunder damage.
No, that's good. That's fine then.
Okay.
It keeps the tracks.
Anyway, that's it.
I also just love the image of Elaine with basically a sledgehammer, just like whacking this thing versus I have like a little chisel, and I'm just like with my tiny little dagger.
This is what Elaine trains for. This is what
Yeah,
she waits for.
yeah.
My job. My job is.
This is it.
Once you've been
so
spotted,
I-
Sally, you've pretty much lost.
Yeah, truth. So I rolled a 17.
That hits.
I'm proud of
No
you.
sneak attack on this one. So everyone, it's gonna be crazy. 9 points of damage.
Up to 4.
Yep, I rolled a d4 and then I add 5.
Violet, how do you want to do this?
Yes.
Oh my god.
No way. This is gonna go straight to her head. This is.
It had exactly 4 HP left.
That is
It had
pretty.
exactly 4.
Yes. Okay, so as I'm sprinting away, I'm going to flick my dagger, and I'm aiming for its open mouth, so that I like flick it with enough strength where it goes like straight through the roof of its mouth and out its head.
Right. So yes, while Elaine with her great sword hammers away at the other statue, this one doesn't need a hammer to take it down. It needs one last cut. And so Violet, sprinting away from the tracks, spins the dagger, just a regular plain old dagger, in her hand and launches it at this thing. Her pinpoint accuracy that you've all seen many times before rings true with this hit. The dagger launches itself straight at the face of this creature. It hits at just the right angle where it pulls open a crack that was forming across the lips of this creature and then shoots up through the eye socket and pulls the rest of its head apart from the cracks and the damage that it has sustained. As that crumbles away, the statue falls over in one last cloud of dust. And this beastie
Not gonna
is
lie, I was
gone.
really hoping that you were just gonna like throw it behind you, and it doesn't even hit with the sharp end. It just hits with like hits with
The
like
blunt
the board
side.
side of the
damage.
fucking
Yes,
thing, and
yeah.
it just like falls apart.
It actually would have been really good.
And the whole thing just crumbles.
That's hilarious.
It's
All
so
right,
good.
Yes.
Davina, you are up now.
Okay, how's that one over by Elaine looking?
It's still looking pretty good. She's the only one that's been whittling away at it so far.
I love that it took 4 of us to take down one, and Elaine's just hammering
I'm
one by
sorry,
herself.
it was mostly me.
What?
I don't know what you're talking about. It was me.
Vel's,
I killed it.
Vel's hitting some good attacks too.
That's true. The shatter definitely hurts.
The shatter definitely started, although it was a horrible 5d8, but it did at least full
That's so
damage.
sad. That's so sad.
Truly.
It's alright, that's what we're here for.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do. No, I'll do. No, I can't do that again. Okay, let's try Phantasmal Force on this one, and
It's immune to psychic damage.
oh, that's
Oh.
right.
Yeah.
No, well, this doesn't. It's not psychic damage. It's whatever damage I make it perceive.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
That's dope.
nifty.
So let's do. We're gonna stay on the thunder train, and I'm just gonna make it think that it's getting. No, not thunder. Lightning. That it's being struck by lightning.
Just a quick clarification for you.
Yes.
It takes psychic damage. That is the technical damage it's taking. It might be perceiving it as differently in the sense of like if the image, if
Oh.
the illusion is that like it like walked through fire, it might feel like it's getting burned, but the damage is happening in its mind. It's psychic damage.
Oh, interesting.
Just make it feel like it's never really been good enough, though, you know?
Ooh, that is
Mhm.
interesting.
Sal feels like that all the time.
Like, none of its
no.
friends ever had a genuine positive feeling towards them.
I'm so sorry.
Too fucking real.
Sound took psychic damage, so that's that.
Yeah. My God, and I'm dead. I'm actually dead. Yeah.
Friendly
I'm
fucking
so
fire.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it feels like it's not good enough. Yeah, you know how like Sal felt this entire fucking fight, worthless piece of shit?
Wow. Because you have no magic? Because you have no magic, bitch? Oh,
No, I didn't mean
Tough
it.
life.
Hey, how's that dark god treating you now?
Wow.
the dark god was just
session.
Davina the whole time.
Okay. It
Every
was me
character
the
has
whole
their
time.
good sessions, their bad sessions. This is not a violent session.
Can't win 'em
I'm
all.
just gonna.
Can't win 'em all.
Who's up after me? Bella already has one. Jasper has the bardic. Did you already use it, Jasper?
Yes.
I'll throw you another bardic, and I think I'm just gonna wipe my hands. I can't.
I would take a
Fair.
bench.
She just finds
Fair.
a bench and sits down.
Yeah, I think pretty much no. I'll do slow on it one more time.
Okay.
Try to get that AC down. It's a wisdom save. Oh my god, that's horrible.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
my goodness.
That's the. Oh my-
Also,
Oh my goodness.
it's D-A-V-I. It's
Oh, am I spelling it
Davina.
wrong?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
oh my god.
well,
Oh,
you
you gotta spell
Fucking
your
Adonia's been
name
calling
right.
you Debbie.
You fucking plebe.
She calls you Davy.
Dabby.
Oh, excuse me.
Dabby.
Also,
darling.
this one
She's
is
a
so
dronia.
fucking funny.
That is so good.
So good.
Also, the rock looks weird with hair.
All of this.
Alright. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh.
Anything else? Anything else from you, Davy?
Done.
Sitting on the
Okay.
ground.
Jesus.
So done. Did they?
Oh my god.
Did they succeed?
Oh shit, you rolled, you did slow?
Oh my lord. Come on.
Slow.
We've broken.
No, they rolled, they rolled
we
a
have
13, so
shattered.
no.
Oh my
Okay.
They failed.
stars and garters.
Oh my stars.
-2 AC.
Oh.
Great. That's good. Now, anything else from you, Davina?
No, I'm fucking done.
No, don't make me. No.
No.
I'm
Get
good.
me out of here.
No,
All
no,
right.
thank you.
Elaine, incoming.
Hi.
It's gonna be, 17 to hit.
Don't hit me. Don't
Another
touch
glancing
me.
blow. Jasper.
You're a bitch, and so is your aunt. I'm gonna run forward.
Run forward.
It's slowed, right?
Yes.
So I will definitely be sharpshootering it. And this first one, I'm going to use a crux bullet.
Very nice.
Pew pew.
Actually,
Pew, pew.
who is anyone like really hurt?
I'm not doing great.
Just mine and Sal's pride at this point.
Is Sal like?
And Sal's
No, I'm
body.
actually my pride and my body are both in
it's all
pain.
bad.
All right, I'm a turn.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, she's fine. Don't look at her.
Before I run, I turn to Sal and I say, "Don't be alarmed," and then I shoot her.
Of course, we're all gonna be alarmed.
22 to hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So now all the damage that I would deal is healing to you.
I just really want to say he shot me.
A shot, yeah.
He shot me.
2 plus
Ouch,
15,
Jasper,
17.
that really hurt.
Ouch, Jasper. That really hurt.
Really
Really hurt. No way, it didn't hurt. How
I-
much healing do I get?
I rolled a 2 on the dice, so it's. I don't think I get sharpshooter for that. So 2
No, you
plus
don't.
5 is 7.
7?
I shoot the healing
Oh.
right to her head.
So,
It's just so
Violet,
short.
basically-
Sentencing.
what you see is Jasper turns around and he goes to fire the gun, but instead of a gunshot noise, there is a slight
Yeah.
burst of light and what sounds like a small sort of like puff of air as basically a incorporeal dart launches itself. And as it comes to you, you don't feel a sharp pain. As it hits your skin, it quickly dissociates into like a light that sort of like bathes you for a second, and then you kind of like breathe in the particles and feel revived.
What?
Yeah, this is what happens when you don't worship a dark god. And then I run 30 feet the opposite direction.
That's amazing.
And then I'm gonna shoot with my other shot. I'm gonna shoot the
Thing.
thing.
The bad guy.
The bag.
Ja.
Ja.
baddie.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
kid's definitely on crack. 12 on the die, plus 5 is 17.
That'll hit.
Yes. Good. Good.
Right. That's gonna be 25 damage on the one shot.
Oh.
Very nice.
Oh.
How's it looking? Still fine?
It's still locked in its deadly duel with Elaine.
I am going to action surge.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, that's not great. 8 plus
Ooh.
5 is 13.
Does not hit.
Okay. 10 plus 5 is 15.
Yes, because it is slowed by Davina.
Huzzah!
Nice.
Huzzah! 8 plus 15 is a number.
23.
That one, that much.
23. All right, with this shot this time, you catch it as it's sort of raising its hand to attack Elaine, and a big piece kind of catches its bicep, and a chunk of the bicep sort of like starts to like crumble, and it kind of like stares and like looks at its hand a little bit, like trying to like make sense of what's starting to happen to it as pieces of it are starting to kind of crumble away now.
Yeah, man.
Anything else from you, Jasper?
Shed your mortal coil. And I'm done.
Amen. Elaine.
Awesome. I am going to do the thing I like to do and swing on it.
Hit
One
that
second.
rock.
Hit that rock.
rock.
Oh my gosh. I missed on the first one. Oh my gosh, I got worse on the second one. I don't hit at all.
Damn.
Oh no.
Do I have...
Oh no,
It all went
Awful. Okay, I have bonus action stuff, maybe? No, I don't. That's an action. Oh my lord. Okay. I think...
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm struggling! I'm trying my best. Okay, is this... Nope, that's also an action. No, I don't have any bonus action stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna...
Oh
panic,
no.
I guess, as a free action.
You're gonna what?
I'm just gonna panic as a free
Okay.
action. That's what I'm
That's
doing.
free. Yeah, we can do
Oh.
that.
Okay, yeah. I'll just move maybe a square to the right to keep its attention on me and to give everybody else a clearer shot. And that's about it. That's all I got. I
Alrighty.
bigly whiffed it on this one.
Velterra.
Alright, I'm going to jog back to Davina.
Flying.
And as I kind of get up to her, I'll look over towards Elaine. You think she needs help, or you think she's got this?
Well, I was wrong last time, so I'm hesitant to say. You should probably
No.
just help her
Yeah,
err
no,
on the
that's a
side
good
of
point.
caution.
Alright, I'll throw 2 more blasts at this one.
Ready.
That's a 10. Oh wait, I have Bardic though still. It's a D8.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I might as well use it because I don't lose it if I miss.
Exactly.
That's
No,
true.
so that's a 14 total.
That's for true.
Then that's a 25. I'm shooting a solid 50% with my Eldritch Blast today.
I mean,
Yeah, literally.
That's pretty good for you.
Another 12 points of force damage.
Plus an additional 3 thunder? Or that's part of the
No,
spell?
that's 9 points of force.
Force, 3 thunder.
3
Okay.
points of thunder. Sorry, yeah. I will. Did Elaine, you moved or it moved, or has this just been where you're at for a minute?
That's, I think, where she's been.
Oh,
at.
she's left. Okay, I'm gonna pull it 10 feet towards me to like over to here.
I think our DM has frozen. He hath
Oh, no.
No, he's just sleepy.
He half frozen.
He's
He
just
half frozen.
He's so sleepy. Oh, look at him. He's like a baby angel.
We'll give him a second here. See if he
Oh,
Theo. Stop
If you
being
can
so
hear us, move something and roll
sleepy.
20.
baby, come back.
I'm back. I return.
He's back. We've lost
now
Teo.
gone.
Yes.
Oh no.
He's very frozen.
We're waiting for him to return.
I believe in him.
Yes.
I'm sure
His
he will
computer
return.
said no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simply done.
But I declare victory in his
I think
absence.
this means we win. I definitely think this means we win.
I mean, it means we
I
don't
agree.
lose, that's for sure.
A side note, just as a human being, Megan, I did not mean that comment. As Davina, she would have said it full force. She meant it.
Oh, girl, I got you. I got you. All love. All love.
RP is RP, baby.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's gone. Oh, who do we think is in? Okay, Megan, it's you and the Dungeon Master seat on the stream.
Okay, well, so while I have a seat of power, we've all leveled up to level 10. Level 10.
Okay. Sounds good.
We have won this encounter. What? Oh, what else do we want?
Dronia is also dead because you killed her. You cut that bitch. I have requests. I would like at least 3 more feathers.
We don't even
No,
know what they do.
Not even as a DM. Not even as a DM.
Not even as a DM? What?
Nope.
What?
Someone returns.
He listened to our summons.
He's trying to return.
I believe.
Oh.
I believe in Theo.
Alright, let's keep the ritual going. Summoning circle. Oh. Oh, ruh-roh. His tech is in trouble.
This has been foreshadowed.
It has been.
Yes, it was foreshadowed. The prophecy was correct.
It has been foreseen.
Do not cite the deep magic to me, witch.
I was there when it was written.
What is that from?
That's from Chronicles of Narnia.
Oh my god. Going deep. I love it.
I was gonna say, Eric, your SpongeBob game is
There he
impressive.
is.
Thank
Elite.
you.
Hello again.
My Wi-Fi just like crapped. Like I'm on my phone hotspot now. I don't know what the hell
jeez.
that was.
That happened to me, like, not last time, but 2 times ago.
Damn.
My wife.
Bye.
What's
Sure.
happening?
Get it?
Sorry.
Get it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No, okay.
Yeah.
No. Why?
My
I don't
Wi-Fi,
get it.
my wife.
Oh. I see you.
My Wi-Fi's filling again, and I'm gone.
My Wi-Fi.
All right. I'm so sorry, guys. I think
while you were gone, we finished
Yeah.
the whole campaign.
I didn't even do it.
We level up to
Well.
10. Level 10.
It was my turn. I pulled him 10 feet closer, and then I stopped.
Okay. Great. Violet, you
Expertly
are.
written campaign, Theo. Thank you very much.
It was really good.
It was really
It's been
good.
so good.
We
It's
had a
been
blast.
so nice. It's been so fun. Bye.
Yeah. Okay, my turn. I'm not gonna die.
Yeah. Slowly realizing she's like, I'm not gonna die.
I'm gonna die.
Right.
healing.
Poison. Cusco's
Um,
poison. Poison for Cusco.
You. I am. What am I going to do? I'm gonna walk closer to Jasper. So around whatever the benches are, or jump the benches. Walk 30 feet. but I want to be within eyesight of the stone creature.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna bring out for the first time my short bow.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I hate this thing. I
We're
guess
going
this is the moment that
primitive.
calls for it.
I,
Yeah, and
I turned to
I'm gonna
her and I'm like, do you even know how to use that?
don't.
I was gonna say, I turned to Bella. I'm like, where was she keeping this?
it.
I didn't even know she
Not
had it.
not my weapon of choice. Nobody look at me. Roll. I didn't do bad. I rolled a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Hey.
Yes.
Not bad.
And then that's 11 points of damage base, but I'm gonna sneak attack
Yes.
this bitch because Elaine is right there. So that's 11 plus 2, 13, plus another 2. Oh. 19 points total of damage. Because I rolled 2 2s and 1 1.
2-2.
2 2.
19 points.
Two tells.
So, okay. Okay. Beautiful. Anything else from you, Violet?
No. That's it.
Alrighty. Davina.
Oh no. No, I'm gonna keep concentration on slow on it.
Yeah.
And do I do it? Do I do? Yeah, I give my last Bardic to Elaine.
Thank you.
Alrighty. So, Elaine, this beast is going to continue its vicious assault against you with a 28 to hit.
Yeah, that would do it.
Oof.
I don't know.
And that is going to
Silvery.
be...
Elaine's pretty tough.
Are you Silvery Barbsing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
27 to hit.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
I give the advantage
no.
to Elaine then.
It doesn't do
I'll
Thank
bet
you.
you do.
It doesn't do
Alright, that is... Hold on. 21 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And we are back to the top of the order with Jasper.
I do a really
I'm
cool
hurting.
run and slide.
Run and
Run and
slide!
Run and
Bad.
slide, and I shoot its leg a bunch of times. And now that I'm flanking, I get advantage.
Yes, you do.
Ha!
No.
4 on the first one. But 18 on the second one. So that's gonna
Second one will hit.
Yeah.
And then a 7 and a 16. So 21 and a 22 to hit.
Yep.
Damage is going to be a 7 and a 7. So 14 plus 30.
14.
43.
Plus 30. Right, so 44. Okay. Big hit. Big explosion of dust.
I shoot it right
Elaine.
in the crotch.
Ow. You done?
Sorry,
What's
Elaine's
happening?
up.
Oh,
Elaine's
okay,
up.
cool.
My turns are
I'm gonna
nice and
try to
short.
kill it. They are concise
Pretty simple.
turns. Okay, and once again, swinging on it. Oh, I should make a.
And you have advantage.
Yes, I am. Is it the next roll I make, or is it? Do I get to choose when it happens?
I think it's the
That's a great
next
question.
roll.
I think it's the next roll you
Because
make.
I need to make a concentration save on magic weapon, so I will do that then.
Mm-hmm.
I got like a 20 something, so I think I'm good. Okay, cool. Awesome. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Where is my... Yeah, like 21. Okay, cool. Okay, now I'm gonna swing on it.
You get advantage.
Yeah.
You are, yeah, because you're flanking with Jasper.
Woo!
Yes. Okay.
That
Oh,
is
heck
why
yeah.
we told him 10 feet closer.
Thank you,
First is
because did you see me
817.
measuring? I was like,
Valterra, the freaking puppeteer of the battlefield.
So
This is
good.
amazing.
he saw me
What
measuring.
happens when you have a DM be a player?
Yeah. I was like measuring how to jump over the fucking statue to like
Yeah.
get to.
Okay,
I
so-
could
Oh
flank
my
him.
gosh.
I got a 17 to hit and a crit. I'm gonna use my last divine smite on my crit.
Hell yeah, brother!
So yeah.
Do it, baby.
Burn it to holy
Nice.
dust.
Amazing.
Shit.
Okay.
Take them down.
Legolas, take him down.
The one time
Totally.
Legolas can't fucking hit what he's aiming at. Like, come on.
Seriously. Well, I mean,
So
he
true.
hit it.
I
Like,
know.
he hit it.
He just kept going.
Yeah, he did.
Also,
The guy
has
was
anyone ever seen the
strong.
video of the DM like playing that out like it was a battle
No.
in D&D? That scene, it's pretty
Oh.
good.
No.
No.
Yes.
The DM is like narrating. He's like, so you see this guy like running down, and then he like is narrating like the guy who's playing Legolas like making his roll. And he's like, oh, that's not enough damage. It was pretty good. It was pretty entertaining.
Okay. It was a lot of math. It was 31 slashing, 17 radiant. So a total
Elena.
of 48 damage.
How the fuck do you want to do
I
this, Elena?
love you.
Hang on, before you
Yeah.
say all that, and I make it not as cool, I just picture SpongeBob hitting the marble block. Just goes.
Yeah. I think it is like, it's just like, Jasper and Elaine have been kind of like playing off of each other for quite some time. So it's like, Jasper slides in, shoots at this thing, goes like through the legs, it's thrown off balance. Elaine takes the opportunity to swing, like to pull herself up on the stub of its arm, and then just like bash it in the back of the head with her sword until it just topples over, and just
Incredible.
breaks clean off.
Amazing. So with that final monstrous assault from Elaine, this statue also crumbles into dust.
Woo.
The cloud shoots up into the air and then slowly begins to waft and clear and settle. And once again, you guys find yourself in silence in this train station. For how long? You don't know. Y'all have made a lot of noise in this fight, but for this moment, you are back in calm. And unfortunately, I'm so sorry to do this. I think we might have to end it right there.
Dang it.
Also because like this is Kate's bedroom,
Mhm,
and I don't want it to
mhm.
go too late before she can
Oh.
sleep.
That's fair.
Yep, yep.
So we'll say
What-
we're coming back in 2 weeks,
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah.
So we're like back on a fairly good schedule at this point. So we'll have your like big foray into Verkhova next time, as you
Awesome.
start to like
Beautiful.
enter into the city. Sound good?
Only thing I'll say is I'll
Sounds
grab
perfect.
I'll grab Davina and just fly us back across. So we'll get
And
everybody
make
one shot again.
out.
And then make out.
It's like the Superman Lois
Gross.
Lane fight, like post
Tune in
fight.
next time, folks, to see
For the
what
makeout
happens.
Thanks everyone for joining. Yeah.
All right. Well, that was quite an interesting fight. One of the more unique encounters I think we've had so far.
Oh, yeah.
But it was still a lot of fun. So thanks for tuning in. We're glad to be back and now see what happens next time as we enter the capital. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.
We love you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Love, love.
Bye.
Bye.